I imagine the ngosi Lady Susan Hussey story is going to run and run, unfortunately. And somebody's made a very interesting comment that Lady Susan Hussey, that's her real name, whereas Ngosi's name is perhaps not so real. This is a misunderstanding. We go through life and we are often using names to redefine, to rededicate ourselves. It's embedded in our culture that as we grow, we often we often have a need for new names and new identities, and that isn't fake. That is transformative, and it's positive. In my case, I, as you know, I was adopted when I was a small baby. Certainly by the time I was 3, and I didn't know very much about my adoption until I was quite old. And when I finally met my birth mother, I discovered my real name. My real name wasn't Tim Wilson at all. It was Francis Williams, Francis Michael Williams, rather like Robin. And I don't identify as Francis, sadly. I think it's a lovely name, but it's not mine anymore. And it's not the name I've grown accustomed to hear. If somebody screams at me, Francis, I'm not going to turn round and look. If someone screams Tim, they're either talking to the cat or they're talking to me, I presume. And it's extraordinary. You hear your name, you turn and look. And I've heard my name also in other languages, and sometimes I recognise it, sometimes I don't. But it's about a redefinition, and it's about how you self-identify and how others identify you. So I think castigating somebody for modifying or changing their name or embracing their culture is misunderstood. This is a positive, not a negative. It's emerging rather than hiding. It's saluting, and it should be praised and encouraged in so many ways. And of course, those people who are elevated into the peerage often have an opportunity or often have a duty to modify their name. I'm sure Lady Dorries of the 4 Streets will have an opportunity to modify her name, should she finally end up in the House of Lords before it's abolished.